blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
It's so much quieter outside.
A blade knows its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
So hard to pick the perfect gift. It's so much quieter outside.
Awesome.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler.
Venga, calma.
Ad Astra ab...
No sé para qué pongo esto, pero bueno.
Ad Astra... Ad
Sí, no,
Astra...
lo de marioneta.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true quality.
No, a ver, ¿dónde está? ¿Aquí? Uh. Yo creo que mejor te va aquí.
Welcome to Palais Mermoni.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while.
In that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Ooh, everything looks so good. People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
Siempre veo comida, pero nunca me veo comer. Joder. A ver dónde está esto ahora. ¿Dónde está esto? Un día que todo funciona en primera, joder. A ver. Ahí está.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
And if it's not?
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish.
You, sure have your own way of doing. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
Y Paimon se sienta para fregar.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Huh? Paimon didn't mean that you had to order. Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
El objetivo es que no haya más nacimientos.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking. We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability, it's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such, which is exactly why the those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. To seep into the cracks where...
Seems Paimon thought things were simple.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right?
¿Por qué no? No se va al mundo por todos lados.
Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trouble.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been... I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite...
Yeah. We've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and...
Well, would you consider some more,
Guess that's Bina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy...
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance.
Eso no es ilegal.
I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play, don't you?
Could you suggest something a little more practical? This plan seems pretty hard.
All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then, wake her up in the dead of night, and I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Ah, valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's... all right, no more joking around. Huh. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense. Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Was this your drink? Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
Pero si no para de hablar cuando se la comida.
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
Is that so? Huh. Well, if we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're stuffed.
그러시구나.
Can't you see Paimon's barely an inch off the ground?
Okay. As for expenses this month,
Hey, Navia, what are you...
oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydra...
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're all... in any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again.
See ya!
아, 아,
A blade embraces.
그거는
I see everything. There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that book...
Vache.
Looks like we're back here again. Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices? That's...
Vache?
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water. Huh? Hang on. Hey, Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
그건 la que mata mi bebé.
Vache? Are you my dear Vache? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Wait. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I sent? Yes, that is what I was once. I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water. I also remember going to many places. No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. But now, we can no longer go back. The pain, no. Our reunion no longer has any meaning. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie. If you meet Vache, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move. Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, If only I could have comforted him. Told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt is that what you call it? Dissolve. It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless... I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of end. I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think. Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence.
¿Qué coño pasó?
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Clorand? Quick, now's our chance!
Eso está totalmente.
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed...
I followed you.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust.
Do not speak of my father!
Sorry, Demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish...
Sorry, I did not consider...
Whatever. What else do you know?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, and what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with it.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the one. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via...
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating, no matter what. We will bring... Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clorand. But...
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being...
I know, I just... She's...
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done. Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gangs. Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clorand who came out to save us too. We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. As such, we're still partners.
It will take 50 years for me to match
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di
All right, you two. That's...
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger?
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off,
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow?
Yes. All thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
How did...
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of that the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky. Fanta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Yes. So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as...
Huh. Really?
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger, and her...
What? Why would they go after us, too? All we did was defend Linny and...
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of. Speaking of which, did anything strange...
Well, it can't be coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that... Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too! But it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater? Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's...
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
New intel? While you...
Well, let's hear it, shall we? Oh, that... Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been... Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to... Oh, you mean you'll help...
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
A ver. ¿Dónde está esto? Aquí. Venga.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely...
Y otra vez para acá. Alguien me está viendo, pero no habla, claro. Así mola más. Tengo que estar aquí. Qué bien, tengo un acosador silencioso.
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus...
Very good. But let's not let our guard...
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, Traveler.
Me gusta cuando las puertas se abren solas. ¡Mierda!
is your base?
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently...
Well, our funds after all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who...
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in...
your father... he was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to
Ahora,
explain...
ahora sí.
And no, I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one that 3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up, but strangely, he not only requested the duel, but even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel. He refused to surrender. 3 years later, how could he protect his honor if he's dead? If the closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearance.
Ah, so that's why you're so...
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in. But, however, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearance, I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Frank? If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications. Now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a
Demoiselle, please. If there is anything...
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our...
Wait! If Callus was such a good man...
No. Perhaps people just revel in that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf.
But how could... never mind.
There is one other thing. Master Callus...
Oh! Her? Well, then... Isn't that a... Yeah... That's not...
Miss Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent, she knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how there was only ever one choice.
It's not that I don't understand her at all.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel.
Afterward, Miss Clorand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety. Yes, that is our
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to act? All right. Anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end. Thanks. You two should go and rest.
Yeah. Paimon's eat.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Es un puto clon. Dice esto se del hockey, pero no pasa nada. Pero que un puto clon de la historia.
Paimon slept so well, huh? Navia?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back, but never mind that. When did you get...
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some
Wait, so you didn't sleep?
How could I after having such
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking.
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle.
Does that mean we're too late?
No. There is one ray of hope. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed... If the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? In that case, let's go talk to... Aren't you...
No, it's nothing.
No estos gilipollas.
The palais is right up ahead.